Let's go.
Yeah.
Now,
Alright,
Now
well, we'll
everybody's-
let them call to order. It is 11:03. So we will do roll call and establish quorum. Betty, do roll call.
how do I do roll call?
So you'll just
Oh,
start at the bottom
I
and
don't know that.
that's my copy of our minutes from last week, so.
Okay. Okay. Mayor Jeff Roscoe,
Here.
Board Member Carol Lusk, here. Board Member Leslie Scott,
Present.
Secretary Betty McDonald, found here, and Chair Cheryl Mills. Good. All right, everybody's here.
Alright. Welcome. It doesn't look like we have any public comments. So we will move to the consent agenda. So if you, I think there are a couple of copies floating around.
This is the
There's
minutes.
one,
This is the agenda.
Is that this?
yeah, this may be a minute, so if you wanna look that over and then I'll put mine up online and then,
Can
We
we
can-
pull these up online?
I can, so you can look at that one.
Thank you.
It'll be in the packet, if you go,
Yeah.
it should be in the packet for this meeting, it'll be in the packet. You can look at it ahead of time.
Yeah.
I didn't get rid of. I mean, I'm just,
But that's nice in here.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting.
I second it. All those in favor, I guess?
Aye.
Against? Okay.
Alright, and then we will move on to reports from our council liaison.
Yes, nothing is exciting to report, I guess, except that, we have been pushing out news on Luau Day, it's made it into the newspaper. As well as our newsletter, as well as emails. And, just go ahead and work with Kathy on their, outbound marketing schedule, I still need to keep people reminded. But then I think everybody's also been doing sort of social media on their own, and Kathy, you put it out on social media as well. So, obviously we want to do it another push in a week, so it's final reminder, but yeah, everything is going smoothly.
And we had put another sign at the triangle. I know we have a sign that we should enter Wood Creek, but another
The
one,
sandwich board,
sandwich board, yes, it's.
we had another one, somebody stole it.
Well, can you imagine?
It's so stupid.
Okay.
so we'll put it on the sandwich board up front,
Okay,
but we don't have it.
Yeah, it's already there.
It is there,
it's there now.
Oh, it's already,
I just thought it's an additional one.
Yeah. we did.
yeah, we did, we had one,
Who would do that?
sure.
So you're saying, same with the, broke the.
Those are right.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well. That's a bummer, but. Maybe a note for next year if we want to do any other kind of signage, but it's normally a pretty good turnout. I shared it again this morning. So if you're on socials or next door anywhere and you wanna blast it again,
Do we have a bulletin board at Creekside Park?
not yet.
What kind of sign?
When they have it in the budget to go to A to Z and get a quick time from just the graphics you got.
We could print some, put it at Creekside.
Well, I'm thinking
Or-
Creekside and, we could put up something,
In the
sort of.
Yeshivo and.
I mean, if we had something that was like the right size,
Yeah.
we could put it on a little campaign sign, something and stick a, yard signs or
Yeah.
something and put it in busy, put it. you know, the triangle and Creekside, but we'd have to get it. Get something printed that was, you know, weather resistant.
Yeah.
Doing research.
Would you wanna look into that?
Yes,
Ashley?
okay. I just, yeah, that will help.
All right, so moving right into our regular agenda, so I feel pretty good about where we are with the luau day. So our first item is just workshop on finalizing details and go over day of rules for the luau day at CYJ. So let me just pull up my. And then let's note, Betty, that at 11:09 we'll enter workshop. So just as a kind of a refresher, it's happening from 2 to 6 on the 14th. CYJ, we do have access starting at noon on Sunday. We're gonna have a riser for the drummer of the band, the Island Texas Band, right on that deck, right outside of the CLC building, which Alex, it's that, like the front of the building is all glass. Not sure if I'm putting it hard with that, but over at CYJ. Under the oak trees, inside we'll have like 6 to 8 round tables, with centerpieces, black linens that CYJ are going to lend us as well. And they're also gonna give us 3 or 4, 6 or 8 foot tables that we can use as a swag table, a check-in table, and a dessert table. Carol offered to make upside down pineapple cupcakes.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I thought,
Oh, did you love it?
yeah, I have. The centerpieces,
So they arrived, they.
always it'd be the pineapple.
I thought we were doing pineapples.
And
Yeah,
some meat.
so it's pineapples, we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
some
yeah.
lay flowers, some little like palm leaves.
Have you ordered those from Amazon?
Yes, they're sitting in my garage. I meant to go back home and get them, but I just ran out of time today.
Yeah, so I'll just get the pineapples too,
Okay,
along with the, the cupcakes, and then I think that Iris and I were gonna do like centerpieces and stuff anyway.
are you still chatting with Iris? Is she planning on?
Oh, no, I just
okay,
said, she
okay.
and I talked about it
Yes.
before the last meeting.
So I have, one of our topics that I want to cover is like, what do we all want to do that day?
Yeah,
So I do have you, Carol, on centerpieces and dessert table.
yeah, yes,
Right.
So we'll go down that as well. I'm just kind of recapping, just kind of loop Alex in on what to expect for that day. CYJ is going to provide an indoor food buffet line. Did you come to the 40th anniversary party? So we did an indoor buffet inside, just one long table. We're gonna do burgers, and then we'll have a small portion, about 20 veggie burgers available for people who don't eat meat. They're gonna do a slaw salad, chef's choice. They'll provide all the condiments, bagged chips, cookies, and ice cream cups. And then water and tea, and then they're gonna do a water station outside as well, that we have some water near the pool. They also have offered to lend us a drink cooler, which is like a standing fridge that has shelves like 4 drinks. So we're gonna add a list of things that we'll get from Sam's as far as sodas, sparkling waters, and some assorted beers and malt beverages, and then we'll stock that fridge with those items. And then they're also gonna provide a speaker and mic for poolside announcements and poolside games. And then they're also confirming our security and our lifeguards for the day. So all of that is awesome that CYJ is sponsoring and providing for us. Really great partner, really great.
It's just amazing to me. I mean, it's fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Really lovely.
Danny and the crew, really awesome guys over there. And then as far as additional food and beverage that we plan to provide, we'll have again, we'll put a Sam's list together. Or a Costco, depending if Jeff wants to volunteer for that, or
So which time?
to do a Sam's or Costco run. I'm
I
happy to
can-
do a Costco, or if you wanna do Sam's,
Well, I've got both cards, so.
wherever you want.
That was one thing I was gonna bring up for Carol, you know, if you're buying pineapples and whatever, just, you know, keep your receipts and get, I mean, if anybody pays out of their own pocket. You know, keep your receipt, also, we are tax exempt, and Tappy can get you a tax exempt certificate, you
Okay.
know, to provide. The food stuff, you generally don't have to worry too much about sales tax. But,
Right.
you know, some of the other stuff. And it may be, but I mean, we're I've registered our tax exemption at Sam, so it might be better, but I'd still like to get it registered at Costco as well, so it doesn't really. I remember to do it, don't I, Kathy?
So we'll put a grocery list together for Jeff, but again, sodas, sparkling water, and assortment beers, malt beverages. And then we'll have a cooler that will keep, maybe like poolside, since we'll have the drink cooler in the ELC building. next
And
to
the
the
snack
beach
trays
station.
where to get there or at HEB?
So a fruit and veggie tray, so I'm thinking as long as budget allows it, 2 each, and I think we can just pre-order online. We've done this before, Taffy can just order them on HEB
What do you need
curbside.
to each?
A fruit and veggie tray
Oh,
to add to the buffet line, because there won't be any.
What do they have at Costco?
They have similar, so we could get them.
I just wonder if they're larger and cheaper.
probably.
I think they're cheaper, but they're probably not as bountiful, like plentiful as the ones that,
Yeah,
HEB.
so the
Um,
only ones I remember are the boiled shrimp.
So they have like and maybe you can pre-order them
I
for
don't
like their
know.
deli, but I know in
I'll
like
look at them.
in their veggie section of the cooler, like they have like the trays and you peel off the thing and. That's an option, or HEB is like a whole tray and then you just pop the lid off and put it out. And then we'll put that on the buffet line inside. Outside, we're gonna have Waverly Shaved Ice, snow cones. I did run into her at at the playground, and got a verbal confirmation, from her, and she did mention that in the heat of summer, the cotton candy is like really tough. So I said, if we need to mix it, I'll
Yeah,
talk to the board, but I think that's fine.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
Cause we have ice cream, right?
We'll have ice cream cups that CYJ are providing, and then the snow cones outside.
Yeah, that's plenty.
And then again, the cupcakes from Carol.
And CYJ has cookies too, right?
They're gonna provide cookies.
Right, that's plenty of sweets.
Yeah. And then, all right, so for entertainment, we have Charles Quinn confirmed he's gonna be roaming the event from 3 to 5 doing photos, which is an awesome
Okay.
addition. We have the Island Texas band that will be playing from 3 to 5, a 2-hour set, and they are connecting and either gonna load in that morning and then come back, load in while it's cooler, or they'll load in around noon when we arrive too. Poolside games, well, the speaker, I did before Alex was joining us, I did put the fillers on to see who, if anybody I know would volunteer to run the poolside games. Council member Deborah Hines volunteered, so if we need her, if you want to take that over, Alex, since you'll be on our team now.
Well,
Are you
we're
gonna be-
in Kansas City?
Oh, you will be out of town. So Deborah will run the poolside games. We got some fun little prizes for those. We're gonna do a hula hoop contest, a limbo contest, and then a reusable water balloon toss. So that will be fun, and something for all ages. As far as day of rolls, so obviously a lot happening. Yes.
Did you want to do limbo? It's not really a game, but.
I have it on there.
Yeah, because Mark and I we're doing that, but I was interested about the music. And so just like. Where we get like not where, but getting a recording and then putting it on the PA system when they're doing, I don't know.
So we have the band, and when we were there, we did talk about that we're gonna have some games, so I think we'll have the option to either kind of plug them in to that part of the event, or we can just use a PA and a
Use the
speaker.
PA, just use our, I've got
They're
serious.
very,
Yeah.
they're very big into hula hoops.
Yeah.
The band,
Okay.
They're big into hula hoops.
hula hoops.
Oh,
nice.
So if you wanna do hula hoop games, they're your band.
Yeah.
And when is Charles gonna be the same time the band's gonna be there, right?
3 to 5.
Perfect.
And he's normally, like, he's showed up early the last couple of times and got some stuff, like, as we were finishing setting up and before everybody kind of took over the space, so that was nice. Obviously, we'll be running for already an hour, and I don't know exactly what time he's gonna arrive, but,
So
Yeah.
at 1 o'clock, will we, before the band starts, are we gonna have any kind of backup music or anything like that? We're gonna have slideshow going on inside.
so we can just play, I think, a speaker and just put on like,
it's just
yeah,
record. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, right.
something. that we
Should
can
be
have. going.
reggae.
We'll do a fun playlist of a mix of,
Are you gonna do that? Who's gonna do the playlist?
I'm not gonna create, I will find a playlist.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Carl.
Spotify, no commercials, we're good to go.
You're not gonna make a mixed cassette?
CD. All right, so as far as day of roles, just so we all know what we're doing when we get there and we're not kind of tapping toes or doing the same thing. Mayor, I would love to ask you to, of course, be our MC for the day, and then manage the band. Or I was gonna tap Leslie and Russell. To just be like a point of contact for the band.
Yeah, well,
But-
Sure, whatever
yeah,
you need.
we'll give the members any.
Okay,
Yeah.
just managing their setup and their arrival
I
if
don't
they
have to
need
wrangle
anything.
kids, so.
I know, that's why I was like, okay, Leslie will, and Russ can do the band and
Well, we'll pass.
stop the cooler.
Y'all are a little better at
And then, so we have a ton of these Wood Creek coolers that have little cups and some cool pins and things in them that that were purchased for the 40th anniversary, so we're really just trying to give them away, so, we're gonna have a little swag table, so I'm just listing out what we have and I put names next to it, but by no means are you tied to this if you don't want to be doing this, but this is where I thought everyone could be most helpful. Leslie, I would love to put you on setting up and managing a check-in table and a swag table.
Okay.
So in that we'll have, just like welcoming people, giving them a cooler, and then if the occasion arises, like encouraging residents to sign up for, like, we'll have some QR codes, some little sign up for volunteers or sign up for the newsletter, just our representation, basically.
No, there's the link for the website, so that way they can be on the email list.
Yeah.
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 So we're gonna big oak, is, put your camera right there.
Yeah,
Perfect. Okay.
it'll just be a little frame. Scan this, if you want to sign up, scan this if you want to volunteer.
Okay.
And then I was also going to see if you, Russell, I'm just volunteering Russell, sorry. If you guys would be in charge
Wait a minute, are the
of.
Cowboys playing that day? That's gonna be a hard sell. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see.
I
I
will
don't
look
know- I don't know who
Who's fault?
TVR.
The
As long as no one else is
managing
talking.
the cooler situation, so the drinks that we are providing, stocking the cooler. Which will be in the ELC building, so do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay, and then a cooler with ice, which I need to confirm if CYJ will be able to provide ice, or we need to just bring it with us. I can't
I don't
remember. Okay,
So I'm gonna start the cool,
so we'll have
They
a
have
drink
ice.
fridge inside, and then like a cooler that we can put outside.
They have big ice machines, so I would
Yeah.
imagine,
So,
but
yeah.
I don't.
I just can't remember us actually getting drinks from them.
Where is, I know where the ice machine.
I think
Russell's
they're.
not filming.
Okay,
You checked.
I'll delete his name from here.
I'll ask him, but
Yeah.
yeah, he'll probably come.
Uh,
As long as no one talks about who's winning or not.
Yeah.
So that's what, no one talks
We
about
could
that.
set up,
You could set
could
it
set
up.
up the game in the corner, so,
Yeah,
We could possibly put the game on in the lounge.
yeah.
There's a TV in the lounge room.
and there's no reason why he should really miss it.
Oh, no, all that's good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, and then I have Carol and Betty. I would love for you ladies to manage getting the ELC building set as far as the table linens dropped on those round tables and doing the centerpieces and then the dessert table with the cupcakes and the CYJ cookies.
I'm gonna back up real quick. So can I start the cooler when we get there at noon?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got beer at home, right?
Yeah.
That you're bringing. Russell keeps saying, don't buy any beer, we've got beer. We'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I don't know how much. Yeah, we got beer.
We don't have enough for everything, but it's just like,
We
you've got
got,
some.
we got a lot of beer left over, I think, from last.
Yeah, you've got some. Because Russell keeps telling me about
Hey, what's the?
That's what I'm-
Centerpieces.
it. I'm happy to help him.
So like the round tables and the dessert
But
tables.
he's not as good for beer.
He's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Alex, I would love to put you on.
She's not gonna be there.
Oh, you're not gonna be there, so never mind.
She's like.
We're late
Flying
full
out next
cycling.
week.
what do you have it for?
Well, I'm gonna just pull in, I'll put Leslie and myself together to do decor.
Yeah.
Set up games, okay,
I love that show.
perfect.
Is Krista gonna be around?
Yes, so also have. I know Deborah said yes for sure. I'm sure Chris Remmert will also be there for hands. I need to confirm that they're willing to come early and help set up, but every time I've asked, they've always been a happy yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll be there 10 in the morning if you need to, whatever we need to do.
And then, so yeah, so we'll do all the banners, balloons, signage.
Did we get the photo thing?
Mhm.
The what?
The photo.
Oh, backdrop.
Yeah, the back, we put your head through.
Yeah,
I think we've got everything that we ordered.
Yeah, the only thing I was missing at home were the skirts and they were in that bag, so perfect.
Cowboy play at noon.
They'll be the party by 2:30.
What? Step in next week's minutes. Ross, need to minutes.
Okay, so any other questions about that or anybody have?
Well,
any
what time can
questions?
we start? What time
So
do
I
we
would-
need to get?
The event starts at 2, so I would like us to be on site by noon. That way we are set and ready by 1:45.
Funny.
Yeah.
And bring extra, I mean.
I would come-
I know what I got all sweaty, so you bring it.
Bring
Close to,
something to get work done in and then I always change,
Right.
but
and then how long do you want me to be at the setup, check-in and swag table?
I think just like the first hour, if that, I think
once
once
it
every,
starts.
yeah, I think once you see the flow that like.
Sure.
And really. I don't expect you to just stand there and like man the table the whole time, but just making sure that it looks good, that it's replenished if the swag bags are flying off the table.
Only my daughter comes into town and she could.
Perfect. And then I'll be there with you too, so like once the
Yeah,
event starts,
I'm sorry.
everything is done,
Okay,
we'll
perfect.
all kind of be floating.
Right.
CYJ will take care of trash and do all of that, but as the host of the event, we need to make sure that people are leaving the tables dirty. We're going back behind and kind of bussing them, if you will, just cleaning it up, keeping
Sure.
it tidy. When the
That's
food
what
buffet
busing
opens. Right.
Yeah.
But okay, and then, yeah, Deborah will do the game. We got some cool prizes. Anything else? Are we ready to move on?
They're ready to move on.
All right,
What's that?
Ended at
11:25.
Hey, I'll just bring the skirts that day unless you all you bring them back up here. I'm gonna iron them out, but it was skirts.
I think you could bring them that day and then everyone can, based on what they're wearing,
Okay,
choose their
perfect.
skirt.
Yep.
Sorry, Alex, drove on my again.
Yeah.
We're flying out, I think.
Oh,
I fly out Friday.
Oh,
No,
move on.
so we're just doing another
no,
workshop.
we,
Yeah,
I don't
this
really come back
is,
Monday. My husband flies out.
Luau, I'm already considering done.
That's it, we're done.
Tuesday.
That's how it should.
So we're gonna be in there.
Right, so number 2 on the agenda,
We're gonna go see the.
we're gonna workshop on planning the 2025 spectacular Halloween event. So this one is obviously coming up quick.
Yeah.
I sent an email out to everybody and I was hoping that everyone could come to the table today with some ideas, suggestions, dreams, visions, whatever you have to lay on me, on us.
I'm marking that at 11:26 going to the workshop.
Oh, thank you, perfect.
I got it too, 11:26.
So here's where we are with this event. So every year for the last 4 years, starting in 21, I think.
Okay.
The event has been hosted on the green space right outside of the golf course. I reached out to the golf course and asked what dates they would be available to host us again this year. And I was really hoping they would have something for us the weekend of the 24th or 5th, the weekend before Halloween, but they are booked that weekend. They're doing they're getting a booth and they're doing a reveal on Friday, and then they have a big charity event all day on Saturday, the 25th. So they did say they could host us on Thursday, the 30th, which is the night before Halloween. So I want to throw that out there right out the door.
Okay.
So our option is to move forward with the 30th at the golf course, and that again is a Thursday night, so we're looking at like a 5 to 8 time frame. Or we do a smaller scale event and host it on the 25th at the Triangle, so that's Saturday before. And do it at the Triangle. We've hosted Arbor Day at the Triangle, and we've closed off that short strip of Brook Hollow, so we have a full triangle to work with, and rather than being an island and very exposed and vulnerable for traffic, we're at least just two sides. And then everybody can still get where they need to go. And of course, there are 3 homes on that short strip, and they would have full access to come and go. So we'll leave a right of way on one side of that street, so people can obviously drive down it to get to their house or get out of their house if they don't want to be there.
Is there school on that Friday?
WISD does not have school on Friday, so that is why I threw it out there.
Oh,
But I know St. Stephen's has a half day on Friday. But I put the fillers out to my group of mom friends in the neighborhood, and they're like, I can go either way. I think a night before Halloween could like just kick off the weekend.
They can wear the costumes 2 days in a row.
Wear the costumes,
I guess
really?
the kids wear the costumes like the whole week. don't they?
Yeah.
Hold on.
yeah.
The whole year, so.
That's what I asked, and then whatever, I think whatever the moms think, what you guys think.
Yeah.
The ones are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Yeah. What do you?
I appreciate that, but it's a community, like, we wanna be able to, it's inclusive of everyone,
Of
right?
course.
So it's, I mean, I don't mind the idea of doing it on Thursday night, cause I think it would be fun to get something out of the way, or not something out of the way, but get the weekend kicked off, if you will. And Halloween is such a like, hit the ground running, I feel like right after school, like, you're just like, boom. It's gonna be a little bit different this year since my kids don't have school on Halloween, so they'll be candy hung over all day on Friday. It's fine. But I would love to hear from you guys and just see like, what are your thoughts?
I did ask Russell how it was last year. He did like the face painting, so to make sure we have enough room for the activities.
Yeah.
The stage for the costume event. I like the triangle. I don't think it's gonna be big enough to really have.
Well, that's the thing. So if we did it on Saturday and it was at the Triangle, we'd have to switch up the format.
And also Saturday, it's gonna be busy with, if they are gonna have a big event at the golf course, it's gonna be crazy traffic. And I think.
And they have like a big band playing right at 6 p.m. So all things to consider. So that again is why I threw out the 30th as another option. Boo Hole is the 18th, the weekend before, and I do not want to compete with that.
No,
No, I think the Thursday, even if most everybody's gonna be able to do it, I
yeah,
know.
the issue with the weekday thing too is that, I mean, if we do, the golf cart parade thing, shutting down,
I think Cheryl missed that.
But
shutting down Wood Creek is, yes.
She makes
I
that.
didn't necessarily nix the golf. If we do not, in my opinion, if we don't get, I would say 10 to 15 golf carts registered by, let's say, the 15th, I would say, why are we doing it? I don't know what the maximum are we've
I
had.
don't know, it was a disaster, but that's.
It was a
Well, I said
disaster.
it was
There were 3
I-
or 4 golf carts last
Well,
year.
I have a
It
different
was a
idea.
disaster because it
The
was.
parade, because there were no, like,
It's
if people
such
were
no
waiting to separate, and then there were 3 golf carts,
And
so.
you can't do it on a Thursday because everyone's gonna get the golf,
Well,
Well, using their golf
On Saturday,
on
yeah.
that Saturday.
yeah.
I
So
must
if
suggest,
we,
go on.
my alternative and a way to still have the golf cart decorating, because that is a fun thing to do, is to have them decorate their golf cart and then line up at the Triangle. And that could create almost like a wall, a barrier for us on one side of the Triangle, and then they can be judged that way. Rather than having like a drive around, so you
That's a
can
good
still
idea.
drive and pull up to one side of the Triangle, and that's like our lineup golf cars where you're parked, and this is where
Yeah, we have
decorated
a
cars.
contest for golf carts, kids, adults and pets, 4 costume contests.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, we're not gonna be able to do big, I mean, if it's at the Triangle, we can't do the big bouncy houses and all
Yeah.
that.
So, yeah, so again, if we do have the Triangle, the format doesn't completely change, but it completely changes because we can't do big inflatables, we can't. It would be BYOB, it is always BYOB, but the golf course is offering to set up a food and drink station, if you will, to sell hot dogs, burgers and
You can
drinks.
do it on that Thursday.
If we do it on Thursday. So if we were to do it on Thursday at the golf course, it'd be the similar format as years past, food and beverage for sale by the golf course, face painting, live music, games, costume contests, golf cart contests, bounce houses, 5 to 8.
Is the clubhouse gonna be open by then? Are they? No. I thought
You don't think so?
I have
They
it
have
right
mentioned
up and
it.
scheduled already.
When is it scheduled?
I haven't seen that, but.
Yeah,
I
well,
would goal is to open it for that tournament.
That's what I would think.
So-
Yeah.
The tournament is a local one. It honors, a couple of people that were part of the golf course itself. And that, you know, but they set up a foundation, to, promote golf here. With kids and stuff and whoever. So it has a local flair to it. So my guess is they really want that event center open.
The
Yeah.
reason I said that is we can maybe have a chance to go, like you said, you wanna keep that relationship with the golf course. That's a good thing, and I still think we can do. Even if we do it at the golf course, we still the golf park. contest.
you know what I was-
Sign up right
Yeah.
You
there.
know what I
Because
was
they have the
thinking
drops
too
there,
is,
so they could just line up.
that, have them come in, line up. They get done, but then a little bit later on, do a golf cart conga line through town, so they just.
Could wrap up.
At the
event.
very end,
Yeah.
yeah, there we go, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So something to consider. My other thought, like if we did switch it up and do it at the triangle, again, smaller scale, we could switch up what we're doing instead of a bunch of inflatables. This would be more like a Wood Creek event versus like Spooktacular and Passes brought people from all over the valley, right? It's not just our neighborhood, it's like, who has kids, they're coming. And
But it's not gonna be, on-
Right.
but it's not gonna be on, it's not gonna be on Saturday, so you probably won't have that many people.
Right.
on Thursday night. From a golf, I don't know.
I don't know. I think people know Wood Creek puts on Spooktacular and it's been an event that's gotten bigger and bigger every year, so if. And again, because there's no WISD doesn't have school on Friday, I think people will be looking for something to do and open to it.
Yeah.
But
And
it might be like something that's, but I can't do it.
I mean, the scale that part of me is concerned, but I mean, we didn't have much in the way of the golf cart parade. But we had a really pretty good turnout at the golf course.
yes,
And that many people know way know how at the triangle. So, I mean, if we just say, hey, you know what? Between us, golf cart parade didn't work out so well anyway. So instead of trying to do the parade, just have everybody come. Bicycles, carts, and we'll do the judging down there and then, when you go home, hey, take some of your. Buddies in their golf carts and just sort of tour around and say hi and wave at people and go.
Yeah.
So,
I
just
think that I'm thinking.
scale that as far as that goes.
So yeah,
So is there a motion?
You can't make a motion. and work it out.
Okay.
well, we're not workshop.
Okay.
So is
First
this,
question.
so before we move,
Budget, let me
before we
get it.
close out our workshop, it sounds like we're all on board moving forward on the 30th
Yeah,
at the golf course, same format.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
have to do like this, because a lot of the stuff that's been done in the past. Has been, Cody Avenue has provided the trailer. He's made arrangements for the inflatables, he brought, I mean, he's just been. Really big.
who's this?
Cody
Cody
Avenue,
Is that the golf course man?
no.
Now, he used to be on parks.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
big on party. I mean, he's been,
Wow.
really, it just hadn't been active lately, and so I don't know what his interest is.
His son is on Harry's baseball team, so. I'll
Sit next to him in the next breakfast.
He enjoys
I
it.
know Amanda, his wife,
He enjoys it. Now she
Yeah.
started teaching again, right?
she did, yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. So my guess is that they'd be all in,
Yeah.
but I haven't talked to Cody in months.
Yeah, so I don't mind reaching out to them and
Okay.
asking if we can use the trailer, if we want to keep the trailer going.
Okay, let's do that.
I very sadly have to admit that I haven't been able to make it the last 2 years. We were sick the year before and then I had to work last year.
But the stage is nice because you can actually see the kids because it's so high.
Because it was so high. Okay, so before we wrap up the workshop,
Okay.
Denny, before you go, out of what we talked about, is there anything that is calling your name to take ownership over for Spectacular?
Find me some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is the photographer gonna be there as well?
We'll ask for. him
We'll
to
ask.
do that.
Okay. Yeah, because that'd be found on our website.
Mhm.
Yeah. The other volunteer that, I mean, has been bugging me now for weeks is my radio co-host John Odell saying, "You're doing spectacular, right?" Because
Yeah.
I do want to MC again. I want to introduce the kids and do that. And I said, I think so, John.
Yes, tell him we're,
Bye, Carol.
I'll tell John Odell that
he's in,
he's okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, as our MC,
That's great.
Does he know it's on a Thursday, guy?
He's gonna be the MC.
he'll be the MC, yeah. Him and the mayor, of course.
So we just-
But Jeff will reach out. So before we wrap up
Oh, I won't have that PA system anymore.
but we might have another one.
We've talked about it for here.
I think yes, we kind of found one and we were just gonna put it as office equipment. That way, any committee can use it. It doesn't just come out of their budget.
Okay, we need, I mean, there, and like, I know the radio station has a setup that, I mean, it's not cheap, but it's like, it's Bluetooth. The speakers are actually small and easy to manage compared to the ones that I've borrowed
Yeah.
from the church. But I don't have those anymore. They're going away this month.
Okay. Does John, was the radio station want to sponsor the vehicle?
Well, that is a possibility. I would like to own them. I would like the city to own them. I mean, it's a little bit more than coffee urn.
Yeah, yeah,
But, I mean, we talked about it before,
Okay,
so that would be a worthwhile expenditure. But if we can't swing it, we can ask the radio station to
so
sponsor,
backup,
and just, sponsor the gear.
yeah,
And they bring the van, they're just not gonna do a remote or anything necessarily. They could. I can ask about that.
okay. I mean, another thing that we mentioned, we have not broken down and really dug deep on it, is if for music. I know there's a neighbor, they actually live in Eagle Rock, but he's done a couple of concerts, like at the Falls.
I have someone too. They're still looking for music.
You do,
So,
okay,
yeah,
is it Andrew?
no,
Okay,
Maxwell Hall. They play at Willow Lake. They play Community Pizza every Thursday.
okay, like live music or?
Live music. Are you
Okay.
looking for DJ?
What do we think?
What have y'all done before?
For music?
Music.
We just had a Halloween playlist.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a DJ would be fun,
Yeah.
like something that can
Yeah.
play whenever we need
Do
to
a
really need
playlist.
it.
And but I'm going back in my memory because I was going back to the PA system. I want to say that when I was at Market Day admiring the gear, I think that Tim said, "Well, if you want to borrow it." So there may be that too. I'll talk to them.
Can I text? you?
Market Day's this Saturday. Are they gonna be out there?
tomorrow?
We can go ask them.
Okay, can I put you down that you'll,
I've got
or John, John and-
I've got that
Ask
started.
it all, okay.
So we decided on the day.
So I believe we have decided on Thursday, the 30th. So we're still in workshop, so I just want to narrow down some details.
Yeah, you can take that as a workshop. You can sort of say, okay, the sense is this, we'll come out with a motion.
And then make a motion.
And another workshop idea is the golf cart guy was gonna try to, he hasn't got back to me.
Darren, okay.
So give a phone number.
And I don't know, it was whatever was in that email.
Yeah,
Did you-
Jim's got it.
We've made contact with him.
Trying to call and talk about.
See what he would want to do.
Because we want to have a sponsor set up before we have the flyers, I'd actually put the logos on there.
Wait.
Put the sponsored logos on the flyers.
Yes,
That's
sorry, I
good.
thought you said the flowers. Wait.
Okay.
Some flyers.
My southern accent come out.
Alright, so Mary Sue and John, Leslie. Was that you just volunteering to? What, you're gonna reach out about sponsorship? Okay. Maybe the golf cart. As far as, so just to kind of touch on that, Leslie, so I think in years past, I know when the year we did go and Harry won the costume contest, we got like a gift card. I think it was like to Wimberley Cafe or something. So maybe for Spectacular, we can find sponsorships for small gift cards, like
Yeah.
$20 gift cards or
Let's
something
do
as the prizes. And maybe considering what categories for prizes, like what grade ages and what we would want to give away for that.
Okay,
I'll put you on that.
Yep.
Okay. And then
Ruth Ann, they make these cute little trophies.
this down.
We might can do with Ruth Ann and find out what.
I need to reach out to Ruth and I have not
She called yesterday, that's
who was Ruth?
made any contact with
She
her.
was the parks.
Parks chair.
Yeah, then we don't have any more of those left, do we?
Well, no, and they made those or bought those. so-
Oh,
Because
they,
that was
they,
like-
they bought them and then I
They're in the
I
Amazon.
relabeled them individually, it was.
Okay.
I think if, Leslie, I'm gonna put you
Little skeleton
on
trophy.
contest awards and sponsorships. Cause then I'll share with you what I received as far as their like Amazon invoice and then we need to connect with Ruth Ann. I heard there might be a spectacular folder, like something that they've had where
So
they
she
organize
produced that
stuff.
sponsorship of the,
She,
Okay.
yeah, she was very involved and Pat Rawlings too.
Yeah.
And we might be able to get, Pat, I mean, Pat's. Just institutional knowledge is great, but
Yeah.
that's the reason that the parade went so well, he pushed it
So I'll
crazy.
reach out to Pat and Ruth Ann and just connect with them and say, hey, if we're now rolling the ball in Spectacular, we'd love to either pick your brain or soundboard with you or
Maybe they
get you involved.
Maybe come to the next meeting. And so.
Mhm.
well, we're gonna have it before we have the next meeting.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him.
No, what
Oh, we are, I'm not thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
I have a
touch
special
base,
meeting.
a touch base to gauge interest and.
Yeah.
And then
See how much they
it's to then make sure they can come with it.
Yeah, yeah. And then I will. That is there anything calling your name?
No, because, I mean, whatever, I'll do whatever.
Okay, Alex, is there anything for spectacular that you would like to?
Just let me know.
Okay. I'm moving on to four.
Have you been for
Degradation.
Yeah, it's been the same
I'm
thing.
adventurous.
this Alex
Yeah.
or whatever?
Say,
Yeah. She's got her boys are younger than mine, so it's been a,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Younger than nurse?
but
You're-
they're 4-year
well,
olds.
they're between, yeah, they're 4-year-old ones.
Okay, so not younger than mine.
Oh, my gosh.
No, yeah.
You have 4-year-old twins.
I remember one spot that was lacking last year was trying to get name tags on the kids before they.
Yeah.
went. That was I had to stop and help Ruth Ann.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
kids' names.
Yeah, that's.
Cause all the kids were there instead of like 1 to 3-year-olds come up, and the parents help.
I think Russell picked on that too last year.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
I was saying, you didn't over here.
There were
Yeah,
mixed
that was a big-
thoughts on the name tags because they couldn't read the name tags even though they.
Why
could
don't
read
you,
them,
why do you have
so-
a name tag?
Why wouldn't it, yeah, I'm wondering if it's not like, okay, we have Batman,
Right.
Let's
Like,
go-
you
Yeah,
guys call out.
that's what they did, was so and so as,
yeah.
That's the issue, John's been our MC and announcing the kids and everything from the beginning. But it's like, he said, oh, well, what's your name?
Yeah.
And who are you supposed to be?
Yeah.
So, if we can get name, age and character.
Maybe instead of a name tag, it's a card, it's like an index card that we just they walk up and hand it to John and he reads it, this is.
But what are they-
Mills and she's Cinderella.
How do they get the card though?
They
So
check
as a-
in, they,
And they're gonna
They sign it.
them with that card.
no, they'll turn it in after they fill it out, and then we'll put them sort of in age groups.
yeah, we'll say, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna do the costume contest now, okay, everybody from 1 to 4. Come up to the table and we'll do.
Oh, and he'll have the cards and so he'll say, okay, John and Susan.
Do you wanna own the costume contest?
Sure.
Logistics.
That's a job first.
Okay. Leslie's doing prizes and sponsorships. And Allison will do logistics of the contest.
I really wish we could have gone last year because the boys were dinosaurs, I mean, like the loudest dinosaurs you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
Like bright turquoise pterodactyl.
Like a word.
Big one, and then all of our dogs were dinosaurs.
Really.
Wow.
It's
Maybe for family category.
Yeah, we had them all set up.
Yeah, we had some dogs last year. Rest up.
Okay, and then,
I can help her with logistics if you need.
okay, we also have like, again, I'll have more details once I'm connected with him, but they did like a treat table, I think, where they had bags. I don't know
Yeah.
if it would make more sense, like instead of candy, maybe we find like a popcorn vendor or something. I know at Arbor Day, we did like a popcorn bar, and we just had like. I have a little, it's like a tabletop popcorn machine, it's not like for mass.
One thing I did when Lindsay was little, I was Esmeralda, and I would tell her fortune. And I had like fake little Kool-Aid, whatever, but in little test tubes I could
Yeah.
get from flowers.
Yeah.
Drink this magic potion, they dream, and then I said, look into the magic crystal ball, and tell them what they go, oh.
So that's, you have fortune telling.
What do you think? Esmeralda comes back?
I kind of think that
What
would
do you
be.
think? If I like going on.
That is great.
Okay,
Yes, right.
That would be fun.
it's fun.
I love costumes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've had the little games, you know, pumpkin toss and those kind of things too that, you know, think about. It's changed over the years
Yeah.
one to another.
Yeah.
So the face paint was very popular, so I don't know who did the
Yeah,
face
face
paint.
paint's always popular.
Mason was probably Laura Green.
What it did.
Mhm, yeah.
She's the one that was at Arbor Day.
Yeah.
She's very
She's really
nice.
sweet.
The other thing too, is remember that I know that we put this into budget. But we'll need to, you know, be thinking about outlining budget and getting that.
There's some counters of work.
earlier, because it's like the October 8th meeting. Would be the next time to, like, between now and then, you know, council would be as far as approving the all plans, so.
Okay,
Do they need to do that if they've already got?
so we already submitted the line item.
I know, but it's just like, okay, so just bring, I mean, if you do nothing other than what is in that line item, you're fine. But if you change anything in the line item, like, oh yeah, so we didn't have inflatables in there, we do, you know, then it needs to go back to council.
Okay. So right now, in our line item of what I submitted with our budget, we have, of course, candy, so we have $500 for candy, $2,000 for inflatables, hay, $150, awards, $50, candy bags is on their budget from last year. Signage and promotional materials, $200, icing water, $50, and then toilet hand washing station, $510.
I can call and get pricing on the same inflatables if you want me to, and then I can call out Weber and get a for sure price on that. Body in my hands.
If
Would we
you,
be able to use the golf course instead?
what do you mean?
Potties.
There's nothing.
That's
down
better.
there. Well,
Well, the clubhouse is open about that, ain't
If, let me,
Well, that's just it, clubhouse is open, if the clubhouse isn't open, they still have those external that they use, they're nice.
where are they close to where the?
Close enough.
Okay. Just if you got 3 homes around Putty right now.
yeah,
you
No,
know,
I know.
you have to hike.
Yeah, I mean, we have to check it out, but it's a possibility, say, in other words, save some money on porta potty, we can put that into something else.
Yeah.
um,
So I will check.
if you
And then
are,
and just my hand washing.
yeah, if you are open to it, I did do some research on inflatables, because I was, whenever you had sent me their invoice, or I had the budget, but I didn't know what that number included, I was like, what did that come with, or how many? I know it was 3 inflatables, I'm not sure if. In my mind initially, I would say I'd like to switch up the inflatable, like do something similar, but not the exact repeat of last year. I did find a couple that were like, I don't know, I thought would be fun. One was, it's $229 to rent it, and it's a giant whack-a-mole. Okay, so like
What?
a giant whack-a-mole.
Oh,
Whack-a-mole, okay.
Whack-a-mole.
So I'll show you, I put it in there. It's like a giant whack-a-mole.
That's
hilarious. Not funny.
That's awesome.
So,
That would be fun.
Whack-a-mole.
There was like two inflatables at
Yeah,
the
it's-
use and the one that they
it's
didn't
too
use,
fun.
like the one they had to kind of run through, they didn't really use that.
Yeah, so they have like the Carnival Super Duper, which is a 57 foot by 15 foot wide, and it's got like you climb, I'll walk over there and show you
Yeah.
guys, it climb up and then like a bounce house in the middle. And then I also found,
oh, cover.
and we think
Oh, that's good.
one of the things I want to talk about is like the theme of the event, like obviously it's Halloween spectacular, but I thought it could be fun if we did like a carnival theme. So this is only $199 to rent, and it's a toddler playland and ball pit.
Yeah, that's cute.
So it'd be for like 4 and under.
As long as you keep putting kids out. Last year they was.
So we would need signage that's like 4 and under.
Yeah, we
and
usually-
so last year that was manning that.
Yeah.
We usually get.
Oh, that's
Well,
adorable.
Monica was thinking about the one I was buying.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, these running over the.
Right.
Parents off a little bit.
Oh, I was yelling.
No.
Not much different than
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So what do they, I know we can't do the evening time, but
That's beautiful.
and then.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
That's
hilarious.
And there's like inflatable, like carnival game station, like booths, if you will. They have like an inflatable like axe throwing game, like there's.
Let's do the real extra. That'd be
I
Halloween.
just thought that's- I was like, they have traveling,
I have a
they have companies that travel to do that, set it up like a trailer, if you will. So again, I appreciate that offer, Tanya. I would love to just kind of switch it up and like not do a rinse and repeat.
spectacular corner.
Yeah, so
Now, do we have all day to set up, or does she only have that evening?
I asked what time we would be able to get in and set up. He did not give me a direct answer. I asked several questions and he said, yes, food and drinks will be available. And we're doing our boot unveiling and then all the details of this weekend. So I said at our meeting today, and we would be discussing and voting on the date and location, and I would get back with him by Friday. So I want to take what we talk about today and then say, this is what we'd like to do before. Can we start loading at 1 p.m. or whatever the time is? Again, this would be a Thursday, so I will rally my troops and volunteers and a couple of moms that could not join our board, but are like, I'll be on your list of volunteers, that would be willing to come and help. Everybody works.
I-
Not everybody works.
I request the day off, and I'm coming back from vacation the day before, so that'd be cool. But I can come up in the morning time,
Okay,
then I gotta go back and do some calls, and then I'll do
Okay.
this by 5. I can do that by 4.
okay. Okay,
And I'm sure that my husband can help with like any type of setup, like
Oh,
if you need,
hay bales.
yeah. That's.
Brooks with hay bales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't put stuff together, but he can help carry that stuff. And I'm sure my mother-in-law.
Okay, awesome. So, love it, love it.
I've got a large family.
Yes, yes. So I think that we'll have enough hands on hand that day if we can get there early enough and set it up and then.
Okay.
Not leave it fully unmanned, but
Yeah.
somebody there throughout the day.
Yeah.
And then a hard go at 5.
Okay.
We need to, yeah, and if we can get this set. And get the word out,
Yes.
it'd be kind of nice to protect the 30th date from
Exactly.
other things in the
Yeah,
development.
and I haven't heard of anything else happening that day, so I was like, we have to confirm this today.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so
You said 5 to 8, right?
how do we feel about that? 5 to 8?
5 days.
Sunset's probably like 7.
Is there lighting? Does it get that dark?
Let me see exactly what time.
I'm trying to think.
When does time change?
November
Yeah.
4th.
It's getting ready. by the time.
Or at least the first week in November. Let me double check.
Week before.
This is the first weekend in November.
6:47, the sun sets.
Cause that was my next question is, was there
So about 7,
any line of that?
7:30, it's gonna be.
I don't
dark.
think there's any lighting over there.
But I
No.
fear any earlier is gonna be too early, cause if you even bump it
To
from like
four.
4 to 7.
Yeah,
People
People
start, you know,
aren't
people start.
gonna
leaving
be
now for now,
home.
we had 2 hours in.
Yeah. we could do just 5 to 7. Just.
Well, I mean, we have to take everything down, don't we?
Yeah.
So we have to have light.
Well, we can
You
make.
can
it
pull
light.
up
Yeah.
cars and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Shine
we
lights.
took things down by headlight,
Yeah.
by the time, and then Cody came
Golf
in.
cars have headlights,
Yeah, they do.
they can all line.
Most of them.
Exactly.
Not all of them, most of them.
Uh,
Most of the citizen, most of the resident owner golf course have ones.
Yeah. Okay, so do we wanna just do it 5 to 7?
I think that's good. Or 5 to
That's
7.
plenty of time for.
Cause that would, yeah. Well, that's big at 7, but then they'll.
Well,
They'll
that
be
way
anger
people
off.
don't like. Start, what am I trying to think, that way people don't. Think like, oh, well, I'll just
Get
get
there
there
at
at 6 or 6:30. It's like, no, this is like a hard. like,
Yeah.
Activity is like within this time frame.
And when we put out our,
Costume
We'll put
contest
out a
starts at
line.
5:30.
yeah, we'll put out a flow of events as far as the timeline, so people know like, hey, I'm coming and I wanna do the contest, so I better get there by 5.
November 2nd is when the times change.
So 5 to 7.
Okay, so 5 to 7 PM on the 30th. At the golf course. Okay, and then. Has Budget been approved yet, Jeff, or not yet?
The overall budget was approved.
It was,
No, the big break was approved.
okay. So that means if our budget we submitted was approved?
Yeah.
Okay. So, any questions or? Any thoughts?
You don't have me on anything.
Do we not have it on anything yet?
You should do help Alex. But I will help with the logistics if you need help.
Okay.
I got Jeff.
Jack, okay. You wanna help with logistics, and then Betty, I might put you also on. Maybe vendors, like if we do the face painter. And, the,
Grand.
do we want to do a drink table or pop, like. I am always like, what can I give besides candy?
Yeah.
What can I do besides candy?
I think the popcorn and the very kids.
Very good. Very popular.
Yeah, I don't know how much candy they did, but there are a lot of sprinkles.
Popcorn balls.
Well, especially if there's gonna be candy literally the next night.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's true.
exactly, yeah.
I got an idea,
Good idea.
little cooler bags.
I say, no creep on that.
Bills will be making an appearance.
Fill it with popcorn.
Okay,
It's gonna happen.
so when we submitted our annual budget to the city, I have line items that I just shared with everyone, and so we did ask for $4,000 for this event. So. Half of that was like inflatables. We have a generator, so we might not need to rent as many as was rented last year.
Right.
Okay, and I know we had, there was,
I wanna say that the blow-ups came with generator.
it was on the invoice, they rented 3 of them, I think they're like $75 a piece.
Well, I think we're looking at buying one, so that's
Okay,
do all the.
okay. So when I reach out and ask about the inflatables, I'll ask about generators and then we can always pull them if we don't need them. Especially if we're getting more than. There were 3 large inflatables last year, so. I'd like to have something for like different age groups, cause.
Yeah, especially for the littles,
yeah.
because, yeah, the big kids just monopolize.
The giant one, and yeah, my 3-year-old got lost in it apparently last year. And my husband was like, I couldn't find him for like 10 minutes and he was in the middle of the thing. And I was like, "Oh."
So I'm sorry, are we still on workshop?
We're still in workshop, yeah. So. All right, let's go ahead and does anyone have any other questions? I think I would like to wrap workshop and make a motion.
Okay,
Does everybody feel good about what they're doing after?
is the workshops now over at 12:01?
Not yet.
Oh,
Sorry, I guess closer to the event, you'll be able to kind of tell me what to do decor wise and.
Yes, so we'll probably meet up, like now that school's back in session, I'd like to meet up when we have time. Like you and I can meet up sometime and talk about that. I can meet up with Leslie and talk about things. Then we can meet up and talk about things. We just can't be more than 3, so it's just 2 of us at a time.
Okay.
But yeah, so if anybody has questions on anything that you are assigned to, I'm gonna put you on, because you volunteered Brooks, I'm gonna put you on hay bales as well.
Yeah,
Those we source from King Feed, and if we don't damage them, we can return them.
okay,
And I think they were like 16, but they did like a whole photo op area, so we can talk about that in
Okay.
decor.
yeah.
And we'll give you the card from City Hall.
Okay.
And pay for it.
Okay. All right, well, let's wrap workshop at 12:04. And then moving into number 3, discuss take possible action on the planning of the spectacular Halloween event. So I'd like to go ahead and just make a motion that we move forward with the planning of spectacular 2025 on Thursday, October 30th. From 5 to 7 at Double J Golf Course. Not to exceed $4,000 from our community relations budget line.
Second.
All right,
Revote.
and all in favor, show of hand, raise your hand. All right, okay, moving right along, Jeff just left for this one, so number 4 is workshop on planning and music in the park series. So. Let's enter workshop at 12:05. So this was a agenda item that was passed to me. This has been, I guess, in the talk, like multiple people have talked about it over the last couple of years. As the parks are improving, figuring out ways that we can really utilize those spaces, and something that is not only inclusive of all ages, of all residents, of all family, everybody in the neighborhood. And to take not advantage, but to really highlight that here in Wood Creek and in the city in Wimberley, we are a music destination. We have a lot of really amazing artists, not only right here in Wood Creek, but here in the valley. And our parks are looking amazing. So how can we get more people out there? The weather is starting to turn cool. So the idea of doing music in the parks has come up, and now it's on our agenda. So I know Jeff, our mayor, has had several conversations with a few different artists that would be willing to come out and play. The only thing that I've been thinking about, or I have thought about since this came onto our agenda, is that we did not include this in our planning of our budget planning. So I'm not sure what that would look like, or if it would be strictly sponsored events. And then we try to find sponsorships for actual musicians, because obviously we want to be able to showcase really great bands, but we don't want to ask them to come play for free.
No.
Right, so can we connect with local business owners here in the neighborhood or outside within Wimberley and find sponsorships to be a gold sponsor and sponsor the band completely, and maybe a drink and a beverage sponsor?
You know, maybe venues that already have these bands come and they want to bring people to them, like let's say Willow Lake came and sponsored one, they came to us.
Yeah,
And
So-
and they're advertising, and they provide music. for something.
Will Creek music in the park sponsored by Willow Creek or
Yeah.
whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Lovely Valley Winery or things like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think just wanted to put it out there and just start kind of plant the seed, if you will, of what that could look like, what would that require
When you
from
say,
us?
when you say a series, or do you mean a series as in several times a year or just once a year?
Like once a month, or like 1 month.
Every
One
so
night,
maybe,
one night every Friday. So like
Yeah.
little Friday.
yeah, so like in April, they do every
Okay.
Friday, they do live.
That's what Bass Draws do.
Do that.
Yeah.
They do that at Blue Hole in April, I think.
So it could be something that is maybe somehow tied into a different event that we're already going to be planning. Or it could be a completely standalone series. It doesn't have, I mean, obviously it would be great to happen this year. I think our calendar is filling up as far as what we are doing already, but I wanna just get the conversation started and see who would be willing to take the lead on this as far as reaching out and whether that's finding sponsorships or just trying to wrangle a lineup, if you will. And it could be something that is, again, every Friday a month or the first Friday.
Well, what I would suggest is because there are a lot of things coming up, you also got the Christmas thing coming up. Is let's look at the series for 2026, but hold an event, a one show. In maybe November, it's nice, cool, and we talk about it and market it. The next year's what we're gonna do, and then we kind of test drive. It's like a pilot.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Like it.
And we're gonna kind of, try it out and then kind of get the word out, that's what we're gonna do.
No, I like it, and I think I wrote down some ideas for like a Christmas holiday, December event, if you will. I think it could be a good thing to kind of, it could potentially be something that we could align with that as far as doing an event at a park and having music and kind of launching it. But I do like that idea as far as like a teaser and this is what's coming.
Yeah.
Next year. And see what kind of turnout it is, see what kind of response we get, what do people like or not like. One thing that I used to do in Austin and I loved it. It was a very family friendly thing. I don't know if anybody has ever done the Sound and Cinema in Austin, the Long Center. So it basically was the Long Center, a big green space, performing arts center in Austin.
Yeah.
They have a huge yard, right? You would come out, you could BYOB, bring whatever food, beverage you wanted, set out a blanket like a picnic style. And then they would have a live music playing, and then once the sun set, they would start a movie. So whatever the band was in line with like a theme of the movie. And it would just lead into that. And it not only brought music, but it also brought community. It was a fun movie. They were all family friendly.
Space we hope that happen. One movie.
I would say probably the Triangle.
Yeah.
Triangle's like really our only option.
But I like having ideas for a music event at Augusta Park.
I love Augusta Park.
And
I would love to do like we have all those games there. I'd love to do a tournament of some sort there. Like a fun game day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Be able to like go through and
yeah,
read yourself out. But I guess it's another good one. There's more green space at the Triangle as far as like if we were to lay out picnic blankets and have that
Sure.
kind of setup. Augusta with the butterfly garden and all of that trail in the back half, it would be a little tighter. And then the only other park that we would even consider, if we considered it at all, would be, well, actually, Memorial Park is not really an option anymore. And now they're trenching for drainage. So it's kind of a lot of the green open space there, but it's also right off the highway, so or right off 12. So again, I just want to put it on our agenda, kind of plant the seed. I'd love to bring this back to the agenda next month and just kind of talk about ideas. If everyone could bring an idea to the table, or
If anybody knows anybody.
if, yeah,
I do.
And that's what I'm saying, if there's a resident, they may just come out and play their guitar and sing for free,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, that's, if you know people.
Yeah, he lives with a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, so any locals, like anybody we can tap into,
I know
just to
someone.
get the ball going.
Yeah.
Say, hey, we'll do this.
My stepdaughter has a band. She's a vocalist, fabulous vocalist.
Really?
She can sing country western, I mean, she can belt it. She can sing country western, and her choice, however, is jazz.
That's
And
nice.
so she has two different bands. One is a country band, and then the other one is this other bluesy band.
Nice.
Pretty versatile, but I'll chat with her and see what.
Where does
she
he
might-
play?
She plays in South Austin a lot,
Yeah.
all over Austin, actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
Um,
it's her second job though, but nonetheless, she's good.
just a bit.
Awesome.
Is this something anybody would want to take the lead on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all have to give me a bunch of ideas, and then I'll roll with it.
I'd be happy.
Okay,
And then I'll try to come up with some other ideas too.
okay.
Okay.
If will you just send out a message and just kind of, one thing I do want, and it's not part of this workshop at all, but is just increasing our communication. I know I'm always improving.
But that's a good way to say it.
I'm always
So
improving.
you want me to send a message to him?
Just to keep us in a, like, just to get the conversation going.
Okay.
And via email, to say, hey, here's where we are, here's who I'm reaching out to, just to,
They want to tell.
and we have to
Cheryl.
BCC everybody. So email it to one of us and then BCC everybody else, again, so we don't break quorum.
And one
That's
thing I told
really
Cheryl is that I don't check my personal email very often. So it's an important thing. She texts me and said, check your email.
Yeah. Okay, so no. Let's wrap the workshop at 12:14. And then. I will go ahead and make a motion. And ask that Betty take ownership of the Music in the Park series.
Okay.
To start the planning, start the conversation.
Okay,
Well, I guess when I have already was the teaser maybe November.
Yeah.
And then do the series in 2026. And then, just maybe even at that time, when do the teaser, ask for like a survey.
Mhm.
What kind of music?
what kind of music?
And it'd be like a tape, like somebody's station to act like, get it while you're there.
Sure.
Then I'll say like, this might be it.
Okay. Alright. And then Leslie second that, so show of hands to vote. Perfect. Alright, so moving right along. Number 6, discuss and take possible action on a fall tree giveaway on November 9th from 3 to 5. So this is our right after Spooktacular, our next event that we are collaborating and working with the Trees of Hearts board. So a little background on this event, here's a little more information, and I'll give a little background, but so far, it has been voted and confirmed that the event is going to be on Sunday, November 9th, from 3 to 5 p.m. They are going to, just like they did last year, they gave away just under 50 trees and you had to pre-register for them. We launched this fall tree giveaway because every year at Arbor Day, we always gave away trees and we would go home with trees. And then we decided in November to have a tree giveaway and we had people actually pre-register for them. So we knew how many people would want a tree. We only bought 25 trees and they went within like 2 hours, like a couple of hours, they were already gone. And then people were really upset, like, why didn't I know about this? How did these people get the tree?
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing,
Yeah.
and it was blasted through the email, through the text, through Nextdoor, through social, like all of the normal outlets, and whoever saw it and got a tree. we went to council and asked to have additional funds and we bought 25 more trees and gave those trees away. And so we gave away just under 50 trees at that event. It was a really great turnout. Obviously, we had 50 people that showed up to come get a tree.
Is it at Augusta Park?
It was at Augusta Park. It was on a Sunday morning, I think. And Aqua Texas came out and they came out with like 10, 15 different people. Like they came out strong. They were very helpful. They helped spread mulch at Augusta Park that day. Like they did a bunch of stuff.
Wow.
They helped unload all the trees. We gave away a little one sheet with information about each tree that you registered for. We gave away desert willows, live oak, red buds, magnolias. Yeah.
So is there any, guess I'm putting in my calendar.
So the location is still TBD. So a little more information now. That's the basics of what's happening and why we are doing it. Aqua would like to do some kind of education component. They'd like to sponsor the event.
Yeah.
So I had a meeting with our contact from Aqua, her name's Lauren, really great gal, very helpful. And I also met with Shannon and Judy from the tree board. And we talked about what kind of educational component would they want to include, where would this event happen? And we're meeting again on Monday to confirm exactly what's happening on this event, but the idea was to give away trees, and then Aqua offered to not only sponsor the event as far as any food and beverage, but also do a rain barrel giveaway. So they're going to purchase 2 rain barrels and do a raffle at this event as well.
Wow,
Cool. Yeah.
that's awesome.
So we brainstormed different education components because last year the tree giveaway, if any of you guys came, it was just like a pick and go. Like you got your tree and there's nothing really to stick around for other than if you ran into someone you knew and you wanted to chit chat, right?
Yeah.
So the idea of bringing in an educational component to make it something you come and get a tree but also learn something. So I threw out a couple of ideas and 2 of them that kind of went over well. One was to find somebody that could come and do like a demo, if you will, of how to install, utilize, and care for your rain barrel with and without gutters. So some people, what if you win this raffle and you take a rain barrel and you don't have gutters? Like, what do I do? So how can I put it in a place in my house that kind of just dumps rain from my roof, right? Maybe a rain chain to guide it into that. So Shannon from the tree board is doing some research on that. And then a kind of a complementary component that we thought would be fun is to do a raffle and like raffle off a rain chain, like see who wants to take that home, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then the other idea, because I, as a green thumb, and even being on the tree board for 2 years, still have questions. And so my other idea was to do like a live demo, like partner with, let's say, like We Love Trees, who's our partner, our city partner, and do a live demo of how to prune or trim your healthy oak trees.
Oh, that's great.
So a step-by-step live process, not a full blown obvious
Yeah.
trim, but like here's all of these suckers and this is how you take them off and you don't have to do anything, or you have to take them off and then spray them. Or here's a limb that is dead.
That's a
let's
great
cut it
idea.
off. But not only a step-by-step live process, but then how do I clean my equipment that I'm cutting these branches off with between each cut? What can I use this gold spray paint I have left over in my garage? No, actually you can't. Like you have to have a specific spray paint that you use as well. So including all of that information in that demo, and then again another fun like raffle off, and we could either get sponsors or put it in the budget. Is raffle off like a little care basket that includes trimmers, the spray paint,
Wonderful.
all the things
All
you
those.
need
All those.
for to actually go home and trim, not a full heavy blowout of the trim, but trim up what you need, right? So we talked about getting raffle or sponsors, maybe Ace, King Feed, Wembley Gardens, reaching out to those guys. And we're meeting with Aqua again on Monday and she's going to come back and tell us, we're hoping that they will sponsor up to $1,000. And I clarified in that we plan to buy trees, like the tree board. Will you cover that cost as sponsoring this event since this is a line item in that budget? And so she's going back and gonna report back to me on Monday on what it will fully cover. So hopefully they'll cover not only the trees, they'll do the rain barrel giveaway and cover any food and drinks that we get. 3 to 5 obviously be very snacky food, so not dinner, not lunch,
Right.
so not too heavy on that. But as the community relations board, we need to work with the Trees and Parks Board to make this event actually happen. So Judy and Shannon, after our meeting, went home with, let's say, some homework as far as what they needed to do on their end and with their board, and then they'll bring it back to me. Judy is our liaison from the Trees and Parks Board, so she'll report back to me as far as what they decide, where that goes. And then I'll bring it back to us and see where we kind of plug and play what they need from us for that event. But in my mind, it's really just kind of the logistics and making sure that it's promoted, making sure that they have what they need to make the event happen. And it's their event, right? So what are their support that they manage all of the programming and the actual event itself. So I just want to put that out there. I don't think we need any action on that. So we just move on to number 7.
Yeah.
Move right along. All right, so workshop on planning of a pre-Christmas event. Lots of workshops
Has
today.
Wood Creek ever had a Christmas event?
Not really. So workshop 1224. So in the past, and I just put Christmas event because in the past, what trees or Parks and Rec have done was the luminaries. So I think they started them maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Anyway, are you familiar with the luminaries?
Kinda.
So the luminaries
Go by
was
and pick them up.
you register your household and you come up to City Hall and you pick up a paper bag, candle, and a bag of sand, if you will, right?
No, saying usually that you have to bring something to scoop the
So you bring your own bucket. I saw a lady bring a whole trash can here one day.
sand.
Like across the golf course.
Oh, God.
And then the idea is that they line your driveway or the front of your house Christmas Eve. So they are only out for the night of Christmas Eve. They also line the entryway on Wood Creek up until Parview or up until Champion Circle, Deerfield. I don't think they've ever done a triangle,
I
right?
do want to try.
Did they do the triangle too? So I would love to hear what our thoughts are on that. It's live fire in a bag.
Is it
House
just candles? Okay, I don't, no, my house was done on fire before, so no.
No, well, and there was a budget that last year, like you had 2 houses with it and then 4 houses without it, and it just wasn't.
I was gonna say,
And but we haven't
I don't
made
know.
some bags left, so.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I mean, it was kind of a hit or miss thing, right?
It wasn't consistent, like if everybody on Wood Creek Drive signed up and put them out, like I would be like, that would be really cool, and then an LED candle. I love the idea and the vision of it, but in my mind, I'm like, we're in a stage 4 drought, these are unattended bags left out on the side of.
Oh, I don't think there should be real candles at all.
So I just picked a Christmas event because I do want to do something in December for the holiday, and I would love to, we're workshopping, would love to hear your ideas. That was one thing I was like, come in with some visions.
I want to do the golf cart.
The golf cart.
Golf cart, great. They're great path. Or any kind of great.
For Christmas,
Mhm. The Santa Claus gonna be at the triangle?
Jeff said he knows a Santa.
That'd be cute.
So his,
That's something that probably has to get pretty quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
so any,
I mean, Jeff would be a Santa.
Yeah, we can get him a copy. So I love it, Pleasant Golf Cart Parade, love that. Does anybody else have any ideas?
Christmas carols.
Mm.
Singing,
Yeah, I think
hearing
Just
someone else
singing
singing,
the
then
whole
you
thing.
participate. Hot chocolate,
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, hot
hot
chocolate,
chocolate,
singing,
marshmallows.
pictures,
I love that y'all are going.
Santa Claus.
So I already wrote all that down.
pictures,
And Santa Claus with pictures.
Santa Claus with pictures, hot chocolate, golf cart,
So-
parade.
That's like, if we could get the community chorus or something to come out.
I do too, I think that's a really good.
Pat Robbins is part of that.
But if they sing and then also just do a song fest. So that everybody sings
Yeah.
and participates, kids and people, sing alongs.
So I have a couple of ideas that I wrote down that they all kind of are. Do you have anything else, Alex, before I then? So, and these, just again, just chatting with some of my other mom friends, like what do we want in our neighborhood? Like what, when we think of the holidays, like there's a ton of things happening, like right here in Wood Creek, like. One thing that is always lit a fire for me. Whenever I'm like, oh, this would be really cool in our neighborhood, and someone's like, oh, we could go do that over there. I'm like, but why would we not want to do that right here in our neighborhood? Like with our neighbors, with our friends and our like people. I know I could go into Wimberley, I know I could go into wherever, but
The Christmas tree.
Christmas crafts,
so.
a gingerbread house,
I love Christmas.
Christmas
Right.
crafts, and
Three,
the gingerbread house with triangle.
three themes. So one was like letters and lights. So it could be, we do, I would love like a Christmas tree at the Triangle. Like,
Yes.
some kind of lights, not a full blown, like, we're not trying to replicate land by any means, but like one idea is like, what if Alex's house sponsored a little 10 by 10 area, like you set up a little light display, or it's just a collaboration, it's like a little walkthrough of something at the Triangle. Or maybe it's just the first year, we're just doing a giant Christmas tree and it's like one of those pole lights, right? Where it's just like
Just straight.
lights coming down.
Yeah,
And we
Um,
light it that night.
and we do a tree lighting.
And
We
sing.
do adult carolers from the Wimberley Chorus. One thing I would also really love to do, because I don't really think, and maybe Alex, you might know, but I didn't see anywhere in town last year where you could do like letters to Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Like if we did it at the
I
beginning
remember.
of December.
I did that for Lizzie back, she's little kid is so.
I did, that's a great
So,
idea.
If we did a letters to Santa station and then
Like a little.
yeah.
Yeah.
With an
Yeah.
outline that stays at the Triangle for the full month of December, and then I will ask our mayor at the time, whoever that might be, I think it would be really cute if they responded to the letters.
Oh, no.
Or
As
as fun
the mayor?
of this
Or we always take turns.
Or we have a bunch of volunteers that like get these letters, maybe they're divided randomly, whoever, however you get a stack of letters and then
Yeah.
you write a response back to them. I don't know, I just thought it would be really good, but
It's cute.
so letters to Santa station, and then we could, if we can find Santa, do Santa in the gazebo. We could even do like gingerbread and cookie decorating.
Oh, that's a great
station.
Crackers work great to make.
Graham cracker,
Yeah.
yeah, we could either do, or even
Like
like a
ornaments.
gingerbread house competition where it's like
Yeah.
your house signs up and you have to build a gingerbread house.
Oh, that's a great
Uh,
idea.
I also did some research and I thought it could be a really cute craft, and you can get them pretty cheap on Amazon. Are like little wooden nutcrackers, so it could be like a nutcracker decorating station.
I am a big nutcracker.
Are you? I
am
get
too.
them
I love it.
every Christmas
Taking
and
that
then always.
nutcracker every year.
Oh, that's so
I
cool.
love nut.
I think.
So. And then
Oh.
hot cocoa cider, if we wanted
Okay.
to be. And this is just a pipe dream of mine, I wanna somehow do like movies in the park. But not everybody's up for it.
So why couldn't we do a Christmas movie on that?
That's a
Yeah.
Everyone likes elves.
Everybody likes elf.
Elf is the best. So they do have, I just saw that. So on the square, they have the whole hometown holidays calendar, and I think they're doing like, did you see it? What's his name? It was the elf.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, so they had like a character that came and he was like walking around like he was.
Well, my daughter's named Buddy, and I
Buddy.
was dressed up as an elf.
Yeah, so they have Buddy, so this year they have photos of Buddy on the square.
Ah.
So as much as I love the elf, I still want to do this. But it could be something that's, obviously another
It's in the-
family friendly
Yeah.
movie. The thing about movies, you have to pay to get the licensing, so it, depending on what you think your guest count is, it can be upwards of $500 a movie, yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah, so that is something to consider. When we think about like budget, what else would we want? I also found these really cute Christmas shaped bounce, like there's a bunch of things that we could potentially do. But again, I want it to be something that makes sense for everybody, that it's not just kids, it's not just,
Yeah.
So I think having an opinion, I think we are really great, we represent the community well at this board, as far as we have somebody from every age and area of life. And so bringing all of our ideas and thoughts to the table,
Well,
like
we
maybe.
have, we may not
Fleshing
have more
out.
kids, we have dogs and pets,
Mhm.
so we could have a little pet parade.
Oh,
A Christmas.
I can't see.
A Christmas, or a dog walker. I'd love to have a dog walker with Rick sometime.
Oh, that'd be
I
awesome.
would love to have that.
The dog walk.
A dog walk.
And maybe it could be with the theme, so you could walk your dogs in their costumes.
Yes. Christmas dog.
So those are why I put Christmas event. So like, what do we want it to look like? And then really getting a date on the calendar that is, again, my biggest priority for today is getting dates for all of these things down. November, we have the tree giveaway on the 9th, and then we basically roll into Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do anything else in November. But December obviously is.
We need to do one at the beginning so they can get your letters to Santa.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Uh,
December,
so I am not available the first weekend of December though. But we could do it. I'm just gonna have a late Saturday. I don't think I could do the 7th, but the 13th. I don't know how everyone feels about
A Saturday?
this a weekend, like a Sunday, or even a weeknight, like a Thursday night. I'm always like open to Thursday night events.
At some point, the kids are getting.
I think their last early release is like the 18th.
Oh.
Yeah. We could do it that was obviously pushing it as far as letters to Santa.
when's November, the Christmas parade?
It
The
is
Christmas being next
29th,
November.
It's the 29th.
so we haven't.
We have to add that. Are we registered for that?
Monday?
registered for that yet.
I'm like,
So I thought we registered for supposed to do it at the same time you do Fourth of
so you get
July.
a discount. If
Yeah,
you
But
do
it's
that.
in two different budget years.
So we've never done that, have we?
Mhm.
Um,
Well, last year was the
That's-
first year that they did the night parade.
Yeah,
So that falls in line with we can pursue a workshop, we can talk about that. So I think do you remember how much it was to register? $250?
I don't know.
I think it's $250 to register for the parade.
So is that,
so if we do the parade,
Is everyone in town?
but that's, is that in your budget too? Cause you're
Um,
gonna decorate the budget or
When is?
it's good. I don't know. You said the
I
29th?
think it's the 29th. Let me,
29th is Wimberley's parade.
It is. You looked at.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. So what I'm saying is that if we're in the parade, then we have flyers or something to pass out that talks
the
about
holiday.
our Wood Creek event 2 weeks out.
if you want.
if we want all of them really though.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, not a good time. Did anybody go to the parade last year?
Mm-mm.
No,
The Christmas parade, I did.
you did. What were your thoughts?
It was good. I think, and people were having a lot of fun.
What time is it?
If I heard sunset,
I
right?
don't remember,
Yeah.
yeah, it's right at sunset.
Like it's-
I had my niece and nephew and then my great nephew visiting. And
6 p.m.
we went everywhere that weekend or that day. We went to the Christmas tree lighting at Emily Ann, and then we went downtown and set up chairs and did the
Yeah.
parade.
Mhm.
And it was very doable.
Yeah, I did
Lots
the
of
parade.
How
Yeah,
long, how long was an hour?
the parade.
Yeah.
I think it was about an hour.
So we're talking the Saturday after Thanksgiving week, and that's why it was Thanksgiving weekend, I couldn't go.
Yeah, it's the 29th. Yeah, last year I came back home early because I did it for my job.
And then they did the parade and then they also did tree
The
lighting.
tree lighting was right after the parade.
Yeah.
And it was like packed on the square. It was right in front of SIP in that
Yeah,
courtyard. They
right.
closed that off. And I imagine they're doing that.
Yeah.
Kind of a rinse and repeat of that.
So what do you think about coming back to the triangle and doing our tree lighting and our little?
After the parade.
Maybe not, I mean, the movie that night, because it'll be so late, but
Mhm.
just.
I feel like that would be
Too late.
competition.
Too late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it would be really hard to pull because it is such a big event. It's a toy drive. It's
You gotta get the heck out of there too.
it's just like the 4th of July parade as far as like the street
Yeah.
is lined.
Yeah.
I would think that,
There were a lot
I
of
would think they want to do it Saturday, an afternoon
Mhm.
into the evening and
Mhm.
light it up in the afternoon so we can see the crafts, things like that. for the
Yeah.
triangle.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff first.
Uh-huh.
So,
They don't like the tree in the movie.
yeah,
I think that's too many things at once.
It may be time.
Yeah,
free lighting in the movie.
yeah. For
Yeah,
the,
the movie later.
Like the parade, the tree lighting.
Yeah.
that's a lot.
That's too much. Yeah, yeah,
For kids.
I say no parade.
no Wood Creek float in the parade, or you
No,
mean a separate Wood Creek parade?
You mean-
no, not separately.
I mean, not do the Wimberley parade,
Not do a Wimberley parade.
not do the Wimberley parade,
No, not do a Wood Creek
not the
parade.
Wood Creek parade, okay.
Now, Pete, now, would people go from the Wimberley parade to an event here in Wimberley afterward?
I don't wanna
No.
do this.
Yeah, no.
I don't think that would.
That's too
Okay,
much.
Yeah,
good.
I
'Cause
think-
I just, it's,
you
It's too
get caught
much.
up in traffic, whoever's on the float would have to deal with the flood, like, it's just too much.
much.
to commit.
But if we do it on a Saturday, and you do it in the evening too late, you're gonna run into people that have company Christmas parties to go to.
yes.
So that's what I'm thinking,
Mhm.
an afternoon.
Yeah, no,
Except the only problem is in an afternoon, you don't really get to see the lights and stuff.
Well, you should like from 3 to 6, the things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It's gonna be dark, yeah.
Yeah. 5:30 to 6.
That's true.
So
So
I
you're
just
gonna-
6 p.m. it'll be dark.
Yeah.
So if we did
You
it,
know, party you still got time.
Yeah,
You're 36 and still could do other things.
do we wanna look at the 13th, December 13th, Saturday the 13th?
bad number.
So I'm gonna follow.
It's not, yeah.
Thank you.
I had to move past it because I live at, my address is 13 and I can't think of that.
Uh-huh.
What?
My home address is 13.
My grandson was going on Friday.
Lucky. Well, we're looking at.
Well, I think that's the best weekend. I think when you're getting down to the 20th, it's
No, it's too close.
really,
If you were gonna go down.
It would be.
I mean, it could even be the 6th.
Yeah, I just can't do that weekend. I have a big event on the 6th.
Oh, okay. Then, let's do the 13th.
The 6th,
The 13th.
3 to 6.
Oh, sorry. I was like, no, we can't do the 6th.
We'll have to do that.
I said 3 to
We'll have to do that after the workshop.
Hey, listen.
Okay, so. Does that work for everybody? Everybody in town?
Yeah, for now. I mean,
So my in-laws are pretty crazy when it comes to their Christmas. There is a chance they're gonna do their family Christmas that weekend. I just haven't been able to get confirmation.
Okay,
So-
you want to invite them to the party?
Well, I'm not, no, I'm not sure if they're coming here or if we're having to go there.
Okay,
They normally do it the second weekend of December,
okay,
but. No one's been able to tell us yes or no, because we've been asking.
okay.
That's
We
involved.
already had like other family that was like, hey, can we like nail down a day?
Yeah, yeah,
So
okay.
I may or may not.
You can be hands leading up, but not that
Yeah.
one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I think the 13th might be, unless we look at, I mean, it would be past that unless you look at a weekday.
I don't like the weekday idea.
No.
Yeah, no, it's,
Very spectacular because of the day off the next day.
yeah,
It's just too hard to.
yeah, no,
People
I,
have shy.
all right, so Saturday, December 13th, we will pencil that for our holiday event.
Okay,
Does
Um,
that need to be a motion?
Once we get out of our shop, yes, but I wanna confirm a couple other things. Do we have any other thoughts on another location other than the
we're
triangle?
definitely trying.
Okay,
I think the triangle's best.
We did need to nail down a day so we get a Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's gotta be.
okay, so triangle 3 to 6, the 13th. Okay, and then. Who wants to do what? Okay, who would like to make contact for carolers?
I'll do that.
Okay, do you know anyone on,
No, but I kind of do.
okay,
Do
do
you?
you know Pat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Pat. And I know Marv.
The other, another mom, also mentioned, I didn't realize this, but St. Stephen's is the only school that has a choir, a kids choir, like really.
That would be all.
And so if you want, I can ask if they would be a possibility if to join.
Sure.
Okay.
That would be cool.
Mhm.
All right, so Betty's on carolers and I'll just slight tag team on the kids carolers. And then.
You know somebody that does that? I mean, that participates in the caroling at St. Stephen's.
My good friend Claire, I do a lot of stuff with. She's very involved with
Okay.
the,
Cool.
at St. Stephen's, and she's the one that mentioned it when I was just soundboarding ideas of
Is that
Christmas.
good? It's on Augusta?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
Correct.
basically your neighbor.
yeah, wherever they moved in our house.
That's a whole other. Oh, there's the Georgia.
Okay.
I don't mind reaching out to confirm if we can get Santa and what that would look like cost wise. As far as other things that have been mentioned, anything Alex or Leslie that you'd like to run with?
I still wanna do a Christmas, I mean,
A movie?
a dog, no,
Oh, a dog
a dog,
parade?
dog parade. Just, no,
Awesome. Different.
I just don't know what the parade would be,
Yeah.
like what would be.
what about a Christmas, Christmas
A costume event.
costume, yeah.
The costumes.
What about the gingerbread house? What about cookie decorating?
I love that.
I just don't know, like, who's gonna dress up in a costume for Christmas?
The dogs. It's not
And
us.
that's also hard.
That's true, okay, now, I'll bring my dog in a costume.
I'll find
I'll bring my dog in a costume.
I'll find some.
Okay, so yeah, so we do need some kind of activity, so you're saying kind of crafts.
Yeah.
Okay, so. I'll-
These are the nutcrackers, like researching and
I'll
pricing
do
it out.
that. You like nutcrackers, but you're not gonna be
I
there.
was gonna say, as far as cookie decorating, what kind of cookies were you are you thinking like shaped cookies and decorate? Cause I was gonna say, Miss Sarah at KDO, her mom she sells like cookie decorating kits.
Ooh,
She might be like willing, I'm pretty sure her daughter Sarah lives in this neighborhood.
Or Sarah.
And Sarah Rapids,
Okay.
she's the
Okay, yeah.
executive director at KDO, and it's her grandbaby here too.
Yeah,
She might be like willing to somehow.
been my sponsor.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, she has a very successful cookie business.
What's it
called? Sweetwater Cookies.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it Sweetwater? That's her?
Yeah, very
Even if
successful.
she does run it around.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if she
But if she would be willing to like,
man the station, volunteer for us, or just give us the like, give us
Yeah.
It was the
at
cookies.
cost
And
or
then,
something.
and then
Yeah.
Would you
sponsor.
wanna take that out of
They have a
the
flyer.
yeah, I can
Mrs.
reach
Scott.
out to her.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Alex on cookie decorating.
Cause I used her for years for like my boys' birthdays and stuff.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah. And then do you want to also price, do we wanna do the nutcracker or just the cookies?
I think we need some kind of ornament decoration, give it kind of some kind of craft.
Something we can hang on the tree that we're not.
Yes.
That would be.
But we don't, but we're not
yeah.
getting the tree.
Yeah,
We're just doing lights on
I was,
it.
I don't think an
We're
actual
gonna just
tree,
use lights.
I think that'd be too expensive.
Yeah, but we still can't hang what they make on the.
But in my mind, I was envisioning like. I guess we don't really even have a pole though.
Like,
I was thinking lights out.
that's the way they do it to make it in.
They have like the, so you can do like a pole and then you just drop the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no real tree.
No, but yeah, and there wouldn't be anything to hang from.
It's still some kind of, some
Maybe
kind of,
Emma Tommy Lobby has super cheap.
Yeah,
how cheap.
they have them on, I don't know if I say, but they have like, you can buy bulk on Amazon too, just like the little, I think they might be like this big,
Yeah.
like little wooden.
Oh, let's do that.
nutcrackers.
That'd be cute.
Okay,
Cause here they're gonna make ornaments, I guess they do, at school, I guess.
Yeah.
it's, yeah, they-
And that'd be cheap paint brushes.
yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do the crafts, the cookie and the nutcracker station?
I can do, if she's doing cookies, I'll do the crafts,
Well,
whatever. Just let me know.
Should I? Have to-
I'll probably, yeah, I'm not sure I'll. leave-
Just the leading up, just like so right now, we just need to research all of this and come up with like, what is this gonna cost? And then bring that back, because we need to make sure that one, it's within budget, it makes sense. Where we source it from, like nobody yet is going out and just buying anything, we need to just put it all together and then we have to submit it to council and get it approved.
Okay.
And I put very rough numbers in on this spreadsheet for our budget of what. We think we could do, but we'll have to actually line item, like, we're gonna do cookie decorating, it's gonna cost $106, whatever it is, right? And if it doesn't make sense because we don't have the budget, then we have to cut them.
Yeah.
And then. Okay, so Betty's reaching out, figuring out availability and cost for carolers.
Mhm.
And then I will reach out to Santa. Alex will do the cookie decorating, research on that. Leslie. Do you want to research the letters to Santa?
So find a fit mailbox.
Mhm. Whether we need to craft, like, and I would like,
The red one.
I would like, I mean, we could even like refurbish, like, get a mailbox.
Hell yeah.
If we could find one that's it would be really, in my mind, my dream world, because I'm living up in dream la la land, is finding like an old, like, mailbox drop.
I'm going to
And
market
paint
days
it.
at Saturday, so it's in there. Are you going?
Yeah, I'm taking my mom for.
Oh, okay. I'll see that.
But like painting it, like I have
Yeah.
a Cricut, we can deck it out like with custom logos.
Yeah.
and Wood Creek stamp,
Okay.
whatever.
I'll look and see what I can
Uh, And if it's something that we would like to introduce, like, because Wood Creek has never historically done anything for Christmas other than the luminaries, like, if this is something that we want to establish. And kickstart this year and. We maybe want to invest a little more in like a legit mailbox that we can keep for the month of December at the Triangle,
Mhm.
like.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable saying, hey, we want to do this, and I'll take it back to council and see if they'll approve it and give us a little
Okay.
money
Or
or something.
something to find one at an antique or junk store.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
I think we're all a little cracky, probably.
And I'm just looking to see.
Yeah, right, hang it to the tree.
And
Yeah.
I'm looking at this real quick, and Leanne starts at 6 o'clock, so that's perfect, because they're Santa Claus is at 6.
Correct.
Okay, so
Great, great.
just making sure we're not looking to anybody else.
That's
Okay.
good.
So, let's see.
Just don't have to answer all the letters back.
Can they make
We'll be
decorations?
all hands on that probably.
Can they make decorations and hang them for the trees that are there?
We have a bunch of like big balls and lights and all kinds of stuff that
Okay.
gets decorated. I don't know if the parks board will do that for sure or not.
Yeah,
Okay.
And put that in there.
yeah.
We have a ton of stuff in the shed.
Okay. So, okay, so we didn't really land anywhere on the tree itself as far as if we wanted to do some kind of tree lighting at the triangle.
Yes. I think they'll let it sooner than, don't you think? I want to let it
What do
sooner
you mean?
than December 13th.
Ideally, but then that would shift the whole event, right?
No, not necessarily. Look at y'all.
Nobody put that in there.
I mean,
There's not any other way to do it because otherwise you're in Thanksgiving.
it gives us 2 weeks with the tree at the
I
triangle.
understand we don't have to make a tree lighting event. This is a Wood Creek Winners
Holiday.
holiday. All right, so we can decorate, we're probably the reindeer probably gonna be up there anyway, people will be decorating. Thanksgiving weekends, that's my holiday weekend, my decorations going out November 29th.
No, I'm not surprised. Sorry, y'all.
Anyway, no, what I'm saying is that we can set the tree up, we don't have to have everything else after that.
Okay. But don't do like a tree lighting situation.
Oh,
Yeah,
just plug it in while
plug it in, and get ready, everybody.
Just plug it in while they're saying it.
Okay, and I don't think the logistic, like,
And it's,
I'll research some tree unless somebody else wants to, but I'll research some tree options.
And maybe there's a sponsor. Maybe somebody can just go out and cut us a tree.
I mean, I have a 9-foot tree. It's half the lights don't work on it anymore, so it's going to be like an outside tree that I could donate to give, but we'd have to like wrap it and actually make it into
A musical tree.
is this tree gonna be inside the gazebo?
No,
Where's it?
I
I
think
think we're gonna get some. Like you said, just lights.
Yes, but I'm gonna do research because we
Okay.
have to. Install a pole of like what would
Yeah,
be our center
We're
point,
gonna have a tree and don't know when we're gonna light it.
yeah. When or what kind of tree, so I'll do research on the tree if we are all on board on doing some
Okay.
kind of tree lighting. And this could be something that we partner. As far as budget goes with the parks board,
Yeah,
it is a parks
Yes.
install, if you will,
Okay.
and again, just like the mailbox, like if this is something that we want to introduce as something that we continue to do year after year. I think everybody would be more willing to invest upfront a
Yeah.
little more than just like, oh, this is a one-off. Are we really gonna spend that on that?
Yeah. Okay.
It's just,
I do, I love that idea.
yeah,
Love it. Okay.
uh,
Can I do a pet parade next year? Okay, never mind. Okay.
A new year.
or
Take my big next year.
That's for, okay, so just to. Clarify again, Leslie, you're gonna do the
I'm
letters
doing
and
the
the
mailbox.
nutcracker
Huh?
research, or
I
you,
could do the nutcracker.
you'll read, okay, so cookie, you'll do crafts, so cookie and nutcracker. We also don't have Carol here who can plug in with one of these.
Or maybe Carol can do hot chocolate and
Hot cider.
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that feels pretty good. We'll
Okay.
go hot fufu. And cider station, but that. Go around.
So I'm gonna look around, and so if you see a mailbox, you go to Market Days, text me or vice versa, okay?
Everyone have your hours.
Yeah. I mean, I did find one, I think like on Wayfair. But.
Christmas tree.
No, like a snow.
Oh, a mailbox.
But, I don't know, I'm so deluded, I'm like, let's find one and repurpose.
Mailbox?
I'm looking for mailbox.
Okay, so let's wrap this up.
Oh, I found one on Amazon.
But make sure it's not 2 feet tall, cause I found some of those. and-
Yes, they're tiny.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's.
Okay, let's do
Not the
round.
vision.
So I'll grab my back of the-
12:57, okay, we'll wrap in workshop.
Now, the motion is, I make a motion that the Christmas event be held on December the 13th, Friday from 3 to 6 at the Triangle. How's that?
I second that.
Okay? All those in favor? Say yes. Aye. All those opposed? No, that passes. No.
All right, you got, ladies. All right, so. The next time I will see you all is Diamond Salads is on the 14th at CYJ. For a full party, what's Saturday, that's Sunday? What's today? No, I know what day it is, what's
Yes. Next.
I told Alex, come on the
Yeah.
7th. She's like, "What?"
So y'all do it the first Thursday or whatever?
First Thursday at 11 a.m. So next month it'll be on the 2nd, October 2nd at 11 a.m. And then as far as that meeting goes, everybody is going home with a little homework. As far as our research that we're doing, the main priority is spectacular, so. Does everybody feel good about what they're doing? Do you want me to send a recap and? I don't wanna,
I'm good.
I don't wanna micromanage anybody, so I'm like, y'all got it, or you want me to recap?
I got my bar.
Okay. So just. Come prepared for that meeting, and anything that you come across, like as you're making progress, like please just reach out and let me know, just keep me in the loop. That way we can cross things off our list, we can start marketing the event, I'm gonna go ahead and work on a save the date so we can get that out and just get it out. In the universe so people know it's happening that day. All today confirmed with the golf course that we are to move forward that day. And then,
Maybe send out an email, just again, for Luau, anything specifically.
I'm gonna do that today,
Or you not thinking?
and I remind people to sign up for volunteer appreciation.
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna send an email, mass email.
Okay.
You mean one to us on our rules?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
No, I'm doing it.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Then darling, everybody got my last email that had, cause not much has changed from that, besides our day of rules that we decided today.
Okay,
Okay. But I'll send that out. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's it. No other announcements.
Everybody is supposed to sign up for the volunteer appreciation event, that's, you're a volunteer,
okay,
and you need to, everybody needs to sign up for that.
okay,
Yes, if you haven't filled out the form, it's on the website.
okay.
Is it possible? I know right now it's. There's 2 things on the banner. Is it possible to put that on the banner? I'll wrap this meeting. All right, we're adjourned. Sorry, that was just a thought for that.
Adjourn, right at 1.
So we're not doing. Your chair thing, good.
I couldn't get it on the agenda on time,
You got him?
but. We're still good.